Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to not Transformers Tuesday. It is still a whatever Wednesday. It's just that I am in receipt of some Transformers. Yes, more Transformers. And it just so happens to have arrived on the day that I would do Aliens Fireteam Elite, which starts a little bit later anyway, because it accounts for the availability of Gregory and Jamie. So I thought I would use the hour before that to unbox these Transformers that have arrived. But before we get into that, some quick hellos. Good evening, Space Bunny. Congrats on being first. Hello, Versace. And hello, Venomane. And, of course, a respectable how do you do to Seribot for all the hard work that Seribot does. Right, let's crack on then. Release the crack on. Today we are moving the microphone closer to where I'm sitting. Here we go. Today we are looking at what I missed out on in London over the weekend, with the added benefit of actually getting it cheaper from Hasbro Pulse. So, you know, there's that. And then we also have Studio Series Transformers Devastation Optimus Prime Deluxe Class. It's just a little figure homaging his appearance in the game Transformers Devastation. Somewhat contested quality over this figure, but like with the Universal Studios figure, it's an Optimus Prime I don't have. I like Optimus Prime. It's going in the collection, so there we go. And then we have Wingtail and Blue Booster, the collaborative series with SEGA, specifically Sonic the Hedgehog. We're going to go back to this later. We're going to start with Deluxe Class Optimus Prime. Versace, they lied to you. The Bugle is on the way now. So much for 2 month wait. The Lego Daily Bugle. Nice. I'm glad it's on the way, my friend. Sonic indeed. Gotta go fast. But first we're going to go not fast. Or as fast as Optimus Prime's truck will allow him to go. There we go. That goes in there. There's the instructions. And then we have the guy himself. Let's free him. Oh, is this one of those noisy songs? God, I sound like such an old man when I say that. Right, there you go, you're free. Oh. Okay, this one's actually not that bad. I don't mind listening to this one. Okay. Freedom! And he comes with... Oh, hello. Smokestacks, separate. And then... Oh my god, that's got to be the worst Energon axe I've ever seen! Oh my goodness. Right, okay, so Optimus is famous for using an Energon axe. But, Jesus Christ, give it some fucking style. Don't just make it a solid lump of yellow plastic. And I get they've gone for like the swooshing motion, like again, you know, harking to the Devastation game. But this just looks like it melted. It looks like a lump of cheese that melted in the oven before they decided to make it a Optimus Prime accessory. And you know, like, oh man, the Energon axe for Oh, the Legacy. Transformers Legacy G1 Universe Optimus Prime. That one. That I don't think I did an unboxing for. I think I just opened it and showed it off in Discord or whatever. That has a better Energon axe than this one. He also doesn't... This one also doesn't come with a gun. He doesn't come with a rifle. But because that same G1... God, that's my fucking door. This better be important. Okay, thankfully it was no one who wanted me, so thank God for that. Right. Interrupting my Transformers unboxing time. How dare they? Right, okay, so this is what we're stuck with. It's fine. How does the figure itself fare? He looks pretty good. He does look like he does in the game. The more Season 1 cartoon inspired head there, you can tell because it's kind of more rounded. If you saw this in a comparison with his head from the animated series Season 2, you'll see the difference. But that is the head they chose for the game as well. I like the colouring on the windscreen, again, mimicking that faux reflective glass look that you had in the game. Honestly, not a bad looking robot mode from the front, if you ask me. It is your classic Optimus Prime look. I think the colours work well together. What doesn't work so well is this weird lump here. I mean, I get it. I don't see how they could have done that any better than they did. And I guess when you pump out so many Optimus Primes per year, you do want them all to be different from each other. Otherwise, you're just copy-pasting the same transformation design. And then, you know, where's the unique value in them? But it's not the worst. It's definitely better than the Universal Studios Prime. That horrid backpack. Speaking of Hoomst, seeing as he's a deluxe class Optimus Prime, there's a little size comparison. See, they are pretty much the same height. So the Universal standard of Scout, Deluxe, Voyager classes still holds up 14 years later. He does feel great. Again, there's some good weight to him. The plastic quality, again, it's so much better than the other Optimus Prime just now. I think whatever materials Hasbro/Takara are using now, this is good shit. This is good quality shit. I think they should stick with it. The paint apps are pretty good as well, for the most part. Posability. His wrist can kind of break in on itself. He can also kind of poke it out that way a bit, kind of a little bit. That sort of effeminate pose. Is that the right word to use? Don't know. Fuck, I'm cancelled. He does have a little bit of a butterfly joint. Nothing major, but it is there. A little bit of flexing in the shoulders there. The head pretty much only swivels round. There's not much up or down movement at all. Elbow bend, upper arm swivel, although that's kind of... I can't tell if that's friction or on a ratchet because it keeps moving and snapping into place. Shoulder rotation, the arm can go up that way as well. Waist swivel, kind of hindered by these wheels that sit at the back. But again, it's there. 90 degree at the knee. Yeah, again, the legs are kind of hindered by this backpack as well. How's his spread? Oh, look at that. Maximum spread Optimus Prime. That's what they should have called it. Studio Series Maximum Spread Optimus Prime. Little bit of toe movement, nothing crazy. I think that's mostly for the transformation. A crazy ankle hinge on the foot there. Ankle tilt. Down there breaking his foot in half to get him to stand in different poses. Honestly, he feels better than I expected. And again, he looks really great from the front. I think, but you know, you don't position a figure to stare at it at the back, do you? I'm not going to put him on the shelf like this. Oh, I don't know, maybe I would. It'd be something a little bit different, wouldn't it? But yeah, I suppose this is the display that counts. This is also where the Studio Series Transformers Devastation is actually working. Because I think a lot of the criticisms have been on the vehicle mode as well. So we'll see that in a second. One thing before I forget. He may have come with a shit Energon axe, but he does also come with A all-white Matrix of Leadership. There's no colour on there at all. It's nice that they included it, considering it never appeared. At least I don't think it appeared in the Devastation game. There we go. Yeah, the only thing about it is that it's hollow there. So if you really wanted to, you could put it on a 5mm peg. Can he hold it at all? Oh yes, he can. Like that. With his little finger, he can hold it. Oh well, still. It's a nice touch. I'll always appreciate it. Do you know, a lot of the primes do come with their own Matrix of Leadership now. It's quite nice to see. They never used to. Yeah, cool. There we go. Let's turn him into a truck. For that is what Prime turns into. Oh, hang on, no, I suppose I should show him with the Energon axe, shouldn't I? I don't know what this peg... Oh, wait, no. That is storage. That's to store it in vehicle mode, I believe. Although... Yeah, it does slot in the back of the legs, but it doesn't stay there, so... I think he is only expected to hold it in robot mode. And that's what it looks like. It just doesn't look good. See, this is the kind of thing that I would replace myself via 3D printing if I had the means and the know-how to do it. I suppose I could. A little Energon axe is a good place to start because it's just an axe. It's, you know, quite a basic shape. Rounded bit here and here, and then just attach that to a straight line. And then I just got to make sure there's a 5mm peg for him to hold it with. Oh well. Ugh, excuse me. It is what it is. Showing me where to put the Matrix and such. That's fine. Let's turn him into a truck. Move the head like that and rotate it. And move it straight down. Fold the wheels out here. Rotate this. Move those bits out. Bring the grill forward. Fold the toes down. Oh wait, fold these toes down as well. Yeah, okay. Then the fuel tanks up like that. He does have a little gap here that you would fit a trailer on, but he doesn't. There isn't a trailer that's designed for him. You'd have to use one from like Earthrise or maybe the Studio Series 86 one potentially. But it again didn't appear in the game, so why would you? Right, then rotate these out with the wheels. Put it like this and move the whole thing like that. And then put the legs together. Yep, they're together. Then this bit back like that. Bend the arms up, move these back like so. Yeah, we're getting to the classic Optimus Prime design now. The forearms become the front of the truck. hands in, and then these come forward like so. And then these come forward also. There's your truck. You know, what I said about the criticisms of the vehicle mode, I don't think it looks as bad as people made it out to be. It's certainly not great. These things, I mean, I feel like this could have been adapted to look like a better fuel tank piece, especially when it comes down to the side of his legs. I also feel like it's missing some red paneling around here. That might be a bit trickier to implement, especially on a deluxe class figure. But, I mean, it's got the Optimus Prime look, doesn't it? And it rolls surprisingly well. I didn't think there'd be much clearance with these wheels. They sit quite high up on the body, but... No, there it is. There's the roll. Them's the rolls. Right, and then, yeah, this stores on the back... I guess like that, to kind of make it tidy. But if you so wished, you could have it this way. And he's reversing! Reverse slash attack! God, it's fucking dire. Really not impressed with the melee accessory. And there is no ranged accessory. Again, there's no rifle that he comes with. But the G1 Universe Prime comes with 2, so I'll probably just give him one of those. And then at least he'll have that Optimus Prime with a gun look, you know? Yeah, okay. It's great. It's not perfect, but it's great enough. And again, I think it's redeemed by the robot mode. It's just a nice, cheap and cheerful little Optimus Prime. Moving on. It's time to bring out the special guests. Not Sonic and not Tails, although they are clearly inspired by those two. It helps that the packaging has both available on there. Available? Present. I mean present on the box. Yeah, as I told the story yesterday, I didn't expect these to arrive today, honestly. I placed the order on Sunday, and yesterday it said it's with Yodel, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's fine. But then, sure enough, earlier on it said out for delivery, and I'm like, oh, nice. But yeah, the reason I ordered it instead of buying it in London was because I chose something else in London on my first visit to Forbidden Planet. And then when I came back to Forbidden Planet later, it was gone, and they told me that they just sold the last one that morning. So I went to Hasbro Pulse instead. Oops. And saved myself £11. But then I spent £25 on Optimus Prime just so I could get free shipping. So was it really a saving? Okay. Get Tails out. Sorry. Wingtail, I think it's called, isn't it? Yep, that's you. We'll tidy you up in a second. We've got this little accessory here, which I think is inspired by the item bubbles you see, like in Sonic Adventure. It feels like it moves. Oh, that bit moves. Yeah, look at that. I don't know if there's a way you can mechanize that, but it's cool that it does something. You know, it spins. It's a fidget spinner. And of course, it wouldn't be a Sonic and Tails set without a ring. Looks like it acts as like a shield, or you could just have it as a frisbee, I suppose. What is this? Hang on, this might need some closer inspection. Oh, it comes. Oh, there's a blast effect part as well. Okay. So that's that. Looking very pointy. Looks like an icicle. So Blue Booster, for some reason, has a big slab of cardboard blocking his feet. Which is quite unhelpful when I'm trying to get him out of the box. Don't know what the reason for that is. Oh my god, he can actually detach with the box. Still on his feet. Look at that. It's like someone attached a cinder block to him and threw him into the river. And then we've got this little kind of rocket engine there, which I think might be what that blast effect is for. No other items. Nope. Yeah. Pew pew. Right, let me get this off. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why that is, but it is. Big old block of cardboard on him. So I'm probably gonna... I'm partial to the colour blue. I am also a Sonic fan more than a Tails fan, so I will do Blue Booster last. We're going to start with Wingtail. I think you can tell what he turns into. Honestly, I can already feel that Wingtail is going to be the weaker of the two as well. Oh, God. Yeah, he's just got all these plain parts hanging off him. I mean, there might be a better way to pose him, but his every inch of him feels like it's being interfered with because of the plain parts. Lovely. Sorry, there he is. A little bit closer. So, out of the box, what does he get? Oh, okay, yeah, the rocket engine is his accessory. So, there we go. No, that is accurate. That is how he should be out of the box. I was like, can this move at all? Can this all go anywhere? I suppose these are on a hinge and ball joints, so you could kind of angle these out of the way. God, I don't know if that's better or worse, to be honest. I guess they sort of become like hip skirts. Yeah, I don't know. You can kind of see how they're starting to get in the way. Anyway, the feel, like the plastic quality, doesn't feel as good as it did for Optimus Prime. So I guess they're saving the quality bits for the studio series, and the collaborative series, you get what you're given, I guess. Oh, it's cool that this... See, this can rotate up. I mean, that's still not great. That probably makes him quite back-heavy as well, but that gives him so much more freedom around his legs. Yeah, I might have to see if there's like a fan mode or something. Anyway, yeah, the legs are... Oh my god, they are disastrously hollow. There's nothing to these legs at all. No wonder no wonder he'll just topple over when he's back heavy. The feet look good. They're quite eye-catching. And they've got that Tails look. The white tips and the red shoes with the white toes. Sorry. Okay. The head is interesting. It kind of looks weird when it's expressionless. I suppose they were kind of going for the default, like, stoic Transformer face look, but it's kind of... It doesn't match well with the fact that it looks like a fox head, and you expect a fox head on tails to be kind of like happy about it, like a genius and happy about it. Instead, he's just like, oh, I'm a biplane. Very well. He looks a bit snooty. Especially because... Yeah, see, the light behind it is kind of showing... There's an area just above his eyes that is unpainted. You can kind of see it glowing there. That looks like he's got his upper eyelids down a bit, as if he is just, like, bored. It's a weird thing to notice, but it is something I am noticing about the figure. Which doesn't look all that great. But I am hopeful that the tornado mode is going to look pretty good. So we'll just cover some posability, and then we'll take a look at that. I will just put these down back to where they were before, just so I can follow the instructions properly. Ooh, I'm going to need to get a hustle on though. 25 minutes until Aliens. Yeah, see, look at the difference. Like, you can't get to the legs without something stressing these big red panels about, stressing these out. Anyway, arm. So he does have a shoulder rotation. It is, of course, blocked by the wings there. They can bend out that way. That felt like there was a bit of resistance, but I'm hoping that was just a ratchet joint. But there you go, you get more shoulder rotation there. That popped off out of a 5mm peg joint. That isn't broken. There we go. Looks like it actually pegs in 2 locations to make it more secure. But yeah, you can't really... Oh no, that one's actually popping out a bit easier than... Yeah, okay, that's not good. So there's clearly some moulding issues there. There's an upper arm swivel, which again, you can't really get much of an elbow bend when it points out that way. Otherwise, there is a double elbow joint. No swivel on the hands. The hands are just kind of static. The head has a little bit of up and down movement and can look left or right. You've got the spinning plane blades there, rotors, propellers, if you will. Was there a waist swivel? I couldn't tell earlier. Okay, there is, but you have to like lift this up to get the waist to turn. Otherwise, it sits flush against his back, and you can't rotate his waist. So yeah, like to get decent posability, you have to keep moving big parts of the figure out of the way. So I feel like they could have packed away the vehicle mode a bit better. Yeah. He has a hip rotation going up and down. Hip swivel as well. A appalling spread. Unless you move these out of the way. Does that improve the spread at all? Yeah, yeah, it does. But then he can't do the splits because he's got half a plane hanging off his back. We saw the knee earlier. Kind of goes beyond a less than 90 degrees. But, yeah, the legs are so hollow, you know, I worry about what would happen if too much stress was applied or the parts didn't fit. And he's got a ankle tilt as well, but no toe bend or anything to speak of. And a little bit of foot swivel, which might be due to transformation, I don't know. Alright, well, again, it's kind of the opposite of Prime at the moment. You know, well, no, I guess kind of the same. There's some downsides to the robot mode, but I'm hoping that the vehicle mode will look really good. It looks promising, like in the instructions and on the artwork and stuff. So let's turn him into a biplane and see how that compares to robot mode. So we fold this down and fold the head in. And then fold that back up. Nice and simple. turn him around, fold these that way, and then fold the arms up like that. How's this bit going? Is this what it means? That's what it looks like in the instructions. Okay. Hello, Gregory. Welcome. I realise there's only 20 minutes left until we're due to start. I will try and get through these as quick as possible. Oh, that bit was meant to be up in robot mode, and the instructions are now telling me to move it down. Oh. So maybe it was mistransformed out of the box. Interesting. Or I got confused about which way I'm putting them. This, rotate it like that. And then... Oh god, what is this telling me to do? Just tell me to... Okay, right, like that. Fine. And then move these out a little bit. Where the hell is the cockpit meant to be? It's here, but it's asking me to fold it as if it was up here. Is it because it... Oh, it rotates. Okay, it rotates and it wants it down there, does it? God, so even that was probably in the wrong place. Jeez. Right, turn him this way. You do you. You're out walking still, so you're not sat waiting for anything. Oh, okay, cool. No worries then. And then we're putting these arms down again, for no reason. Arms up. Then the whole block goes up there like that. And then get these hands in here. With or without the wings? Or do they not go all the way in? Do they just kind of sit at an angle? Like that? Yeah, I think they do, but then... Dare I say it's taking shape? I don't think it is. So... Right, so the wrists... Oh, were they supposed to come out this way? And hold on to this? Oh, fuck it. This just makes it easier if I take it off. Is that right? Has he got to hold on to his own shoulder? Yes. And they have gone into place now. Good. Oh, okay, that was strange. But we're done. And then that sits here like this. Alright, cool. So we are starting to see a promising looking biplane mode here. So I've done the wrists, the wings are folded, the arms are pegged underneath. Yep. Coming back up to the top. Down, and that bit folds in like that. Once again, lifting these up. Oh, okay, the waist swivel that was there seems like it's more for the transformation rather than robot posability. Oh, the feet have kind of gripped themselves together. Not actually meant to be doing that yet, according to the instructions. You rotate the legs in on themselves like that. Fold them down here. And then they rotate that way. And then you fold the legs in like so. Okay, that was pretty clever. I liked how the legs transformed to tuck under the biplane mode. See, it looks like it's going to be a very clean biplane mode. That's why I was excited to see it. Like, no clear robot parts visible apart from the hands here, which is forgivable, if you ask me. Just realised this bit wasn't... There we go. But I really like how they fold away and tuck out of sight. That was really nice. Then these bits come back down and simply clasp around those folded legs. Alright, then fold out these bits and they tab in there. And then we've got some landing gears as well. And yeah, there's the tornado. This bit doesn't feel right. There we go, that's better. I did think it was weird that there was like this weird curve, but now we've solved it. And the landing gear, the wheels don't move. But yeah, isn't that a great looking biplane? And there's like a little peg under there for a display stand if you had one. Oh, actually, no, it's not for a display stand. It's for this rocket engine. As seen in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. The tornado, like this, appears in a couple of levels. And then at the end, Tails puts a rocket booster on it to help it catch up to the rocket that leads to the Death Egg Zone. How well does it sit with the rocket on? Not on the rear landing gear. What if I take this away? Yeah, okay, so having the rocket there kind of... I mean, it's a cumbersome rocket. It's gonna get in the way. But it's cool they've included it. There's not really anywhere else to put it except inside these wings. I think if you had two of these, that would actually look pretty cool. And it would mean you'd have some rocket boosters that don't compromise when it's sitting on the ground. But yeah, there we go. There's Wingtail as the biplane, the tornado. Just because it says Sonic on the side doesn't mean it belongs to Sonic. Tails pilots this. It also doesn't mean that it's called Sonic. Sonic is a different character. It's just branding. And Sonic is a narcissist. He just wants his name on everything. So there we go. That was Wingtail. I may forgive the robot mode if it was not transformed correctly out of the box. It certainly looked that way in the instructions. Like I had to... It was telling me to move some pieces that were already in a certain position. So yeah, maybe that wasn't fair on it. But next we have Blue Booster, aka Sonic the Hedgehog, or the Sonic-inspired robot. With some very Sonic-centric designs, like the white gloves. The eye is one solid piece, like it is in a lot of Sonic media. But again, no smirk, although he does look... I think he does have more of an expressive face than Wingtail does. But not by much. Not by much at all. He feels a lot better as well. I don't know. I think they did their best trying to make a transforming biplane. But, you know, first and foremost, Transformers were cars that turned into robots, right? So this, I think that's probably why this is built a little bit more solidly. In terms of the accessories, so this bit I know it can spin, but I feel like there's... Like, can you wind it on something? Also, what's this? Ugh. Oh, there you go. You fold that out, and that gives him a handle for it. There you go. Oh my god. Armed and dangerous with a Kinder Egg. God, that is tight. Does it fit on his... Okay, it fits a bit easier on the outside of his hand. And then he can hold the ring as well. Either there or hold it like that, I guess. Got no idea where these are meant to go for his vehicle mode. But speaking of, let's hurry along and get to the posability, and then we can transform him. I might... I don't know, there's still 10 minutes to go. I don't want to rush these reviews, but it'd be nice if I could get them all turned into robot mode again, as is tradition. 90-degree elbow bend, upper arm rotation. The shoulder is on what looks like a very thin post on a rotation joint, and it rotates that way. It doesn't look the sturdiest, so I don't think this guy could take too many falls on the shoulder before it breaks, but hopefully it won't come to that. There is a waist rotation, a waist swivel. Head feels kind of tight, but it does look left to right. Can look up quite a bit. He has a head banging gimmick. Love it. The spread promises to be divine. I broke his legs a bit, but yeah. Sonic has a good spread. He can even full on break his legs to achieve it. Love it. Yeah, this doesn't feel the tightest. I could do with some more security there to stop it from falling apart when I just want to pose the legs. There is a knee bend. Look at that. To well within 90 degrees. The knee, again, just looks a bit weak. There is an ankle tilt. And a little bit of a toe bend. Feels like that's more for transformation. But again, it's there. Yeah, I definitely prefer this robot mode to Wingtail. But then they do have both very different things going on as robots, so yeah. Let us now turn him into a car. The blue sports car that you often see in the Sonic the Hedgehog racing games. Got my arms right over the bit that I'm trying to follow. How interesting. This there's a piece here that is implied to rotate independently. But I don't see how that's doable when this is like fused into it. Does this bit fold back? Oh, yeah, that bit folds back as well. And then this goes around like that. Close that up there. Put the shoulders back down. Okay, like that. Fold the shoulders, folders like that, and then facing this way, rotate the arms like that. Yes, that is correct. Rotate the arms like that, and then up 90 degrees. And then fold them in here like that. God, and then rotate the hands like that. Oh, I see, yeah, and then they peg into the underside of the rear wheel arches. Okay, like that. Okay. And then it clasps here to hide the face. There's also some tabs that go in there, but they're being a bit stubborn. There we go. Cool. Okay, round to these then. Wheels fold out. Side panels out like that. Rotate them thusly. And then down and under like that. Rotate it up again like this. These bits rotate forwards to form the hood. Kind of jumped the gun there, but I could see how that was going to come together. This up, rotate and down. That is a very squat sports car, look at that. And then this comes down here and meets those tabs there. If it would like to play ball. Okay, that is frustrating. One side wants to meet the correct piece, one side doesn't. See, it's these two bits here need to go in there. Doesn't look like it'll clear the ground if I leave it like that either. See, I don't really want to force it that much either. Let me just bring it closer to my face, see if I can figure out the alignment. Okay, there we go. Yeah, just kind of had to flex the joints a bit. See, now I don't know if that's compromised the whole figure because the windshield or cockpit or whatever doesn't sit perfect now. As much as I try and force it into those peg holes that it's supposed to go into, it doesn't want to stay there. Maybe it'll take a few goes, a few transformations back and forth. But yeah, there we go. That is Sonic's vehicle mode, or sorry, Blue Booster's vehicle mode. it doesn't immediately show where the accessories are supposed to go on their person. No. I just realised there's a page on the instructions that show you what to do with Wingtail out of the box. It's no wonder there was something wrong with it. I didn't pay attention to those. Rolls pretty well. Again, very squat. He doesn't appear this squat in the Sonic Racing games, like Sonic Racing Transformed and such. Robo not paying attention? Shocker. I don't know what you're on about. Sorry, who was that anyway? Jamie. Keck. I knew it was you. I'm just messing. Thank you, Space, for that shout out. Good evening. I realise we are due to start Aliens imminently. But I will just round out my review by doing my traditional put everything back into robot mode. All Gucci, you carry on. Carry on camping? Carry on doctors? Oh yeah, I didn't figure out if there was a way to automate this, but it spins like an item thing in the game. Hooray! Yeah, there's absolutely nowhere on here that Sonic can hold something. Never mind. Right, cool. An interesting trio. All three of them have their negatives and positives. I think, unfortunately, Wingtail definitely takes third place. Oh man, between second and first, I don't know, man. See, I've got one of my favourite childhood superheroes. Yeah, Sonic's a superhero. One of my favourite childhood characters, shall we say? With another one of my favourite childhood characters. I feel like I would choose Optimus Prime over Sonic, but it's difficult when they are both Transformers and they both have their upsides and downsides. So let's just call it a draw. First and second place. Definitely third place. Not second, not first and second. First and second and third. Make of that what you will. Okay, so let's turn Optimus back into a robot. This shouldn't take that long, if I've remembered everything. Normally pretty good. It's my unnecessary and pathetic flex to say, hey, I only need to look at a Transformers instructions once, and I'll know, without ever having to look at them again, how to transform them back and forth. Now I know what you're thinking. That doesn't make anyone moist. Well, I'll tell you, dear viewer, it makes me moist. So there we go. I'm talking like I know what I'm doing, and I'm just sitting here being like, just pulling at this thing, trying to get it to come apart. Might just be a little bit of tightness under here. Yeah, there we go. That's freed up a bit. There we go. You don't think you consider Sonic a superhero, but he also kind of is. He's not until he's Supersonic. The hint is in the name. Regular Sonic. Hey, we need a superhero. Hey everyone, I'm here. Sonic, it's me, Sonic the Hedgehog. No, you're just a regular guy. You're just a regular guy who is a hedgehog and runs at high speed. We need a superhero. Yeah. But I mean, he's got the same power set as the Flash, and the Flash is definitely a superhero. So, Well, I say that. Sonic's never entered the Speed Force that I know of. Where are we at? Oh, yes. There we go. Ease peas. Studio Series Transformers Devastation Optimus Prime is now in robot form. And there he is holding the worst Transformers accessory in my collection. And that's coming from someone who owns Fans Toys Rouge, who is a Transformers Masterpiece version of RC. And Fans Toys Rouge has an upgrade kit that gives soft silicon boobies. I do not own it, I just know it exists. And I think this is worse than that. Because, hey, everyone loves titties. No one likes a bit of melted cheese as an accessory on a Transformer. We like cheese on its own, but not in this context. Right, anyway. Sonic the comic, Brown Sonic, had an accident and got powers just like the Flash. Sonic is his superhero. Yeah, true. Following in the footsteps of other well-known definitive superheroes such as Super Thor and Super Batman. Same power set, canonically in Sonic games, he is literally worse than other characters. Tails runs just as fast but can fly. Sonic is not at all comparable to the Flash. Amy can run just as fast and also has a hammer. True. And let's not forget that Knuckles, capitalising on all of them, has a cloaca. Right. Wingtail. Ting Whale. Sorry, look, if it came off that easily, it's meant to come off, alright? I'm sure that's how that works. Yeah, again, I was a big fan of how the legs transformed in this one. Oh no, don't do that, you bastard! OBS is disconnected. Arg! It's fine, this will be going up on YouTube tomorrow. It's still recording. Son of a fucking bitch. If my Wi-Fi has gone down again, I'm gonna fucking scream. Reconnection successful. Good. Fucking stay that way, you prick. Fucking diarrhea-ridden fucking Wi-Fi. Yeah, you can say that again. Maybe everyone just refresh or something. Fucking diarrhea-ridden fucking Wi-Fi. You fucking fuck. Right, I think it's easier to just take these off to do this bit, I think. There we go. Can Tails and Amy use rings to go super, though? You mean use Chaos Emeralds? Yeah, Emeralds. Shadow can, I believe. They all can. In Sonic Adventure 3 and Knuckles, you can collect the Emeralds and even collect the Super Emeralds and get powered-up forms of Tails and Knuckles. I imagine you probably can't do it with Amy unless you use a ROM hack, I guess. Sonic Mania, same thing. You get all the emeralds as each of the characters playable in that, and they all get super forms. Right, so this was rotated and put here, I think. So I think this bit might stay up. Then this rotates here. That's where it said it was out of the box. Oh, do you think it's meant to sit like that with like the wings tucked in? Interesting. Might not be the case. Right. There we go. Yeah, I'm still not sold on this. On how this is meant to sit. Yeah. Oh well. See, that kind of looks better than it did sitting static. Oh well. Let's attach these back on. These are on his arm. It's fine. It's fine. I know what I'm doing. Ah, that was it. Just have to remember which way round they go. On his arms. So much for Aliens at 7:30, am I right? And what's worse is I'm going to probably make a cup of tea when I've done this before I start Aliens. Okay. Oh god, Wingtail, you fuck. You are so awkward to fucking pose. Nothing feels correct. I might have to find like a YouTube review or something and see what other people have been doing with this guy. Because even the instructions don't seem correct to me. Alright, there he is. There's Wingtail. That's all you're getting. Ugh. Right. What's happening? Super Emeralds, famously superheroes because of the name. Nah, so in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, that's obviously Sonic 3 connected with Sonic Knuckles. Sonic 3, you get all the regular emeralds, but then when you've got all the regular emeralds in Sonic 3, what do you get in the special stages in Sonic and Knuckles? Because in Sonic and Knuckles standalone, they are also Chaos Emeralds. So they threw in Super Emeralds to make up for the having to get them all again in Sonic and Knuckles. You could do with some time to complete your checks, by the way. Oh, wait, Gregory. Rob, if I said I was busy now, would you play Ty instead and unlock any of the things you're currently blocking for me? I think a couple of things that you've asked for are in levels that I don't have yet. I can't do anything about that. Oh, hang on. Let me get this out of the way, then I'll catch up with chat, alright? Alright. There we go. Come on. There we go. Right, almost there. There we have Blue Booster, Sonic, Wingtail, Tails, and Studio Series Transformers Devastation Optimus Prime. Unboxing section of the stream. Dunzo. Now, let me... Sorry, that was just me tucking my headphone cable back under the desk. Now time to unbox some Aliens Come. Aliens Come? Disgusting. Right. Move you over there. Why is my brightness so fucking disastrous? I swear I changed my brightness earlier. There we go. Right, you can no longer see how pasty pale my skin is. Right, let me just catch up with chat. Gregory didn't realise, but half of the level you just unlocked is locked behind an additional check. So you're like 50 eggs away from Jamie's unlock. And from what you can count, you have one egg you can actually find. Is that until Robo pulls his finger out? Yep, he's blocking that check too. About to do another hint. Taking bets. Is Rob blocking it? To be fair, I do have over 3,000 checks. So, yeah, it probably is me. I can tell you that for free. You always have to take bets where Robo is in the wrong. Thank you, Space. I have 4 of Gregory's 5 hints. Rex marks the spot. Don't have that level yet. Outback Safari. Don't have that level yet. Liar, liar, pants on fire. I do have that one. Bilby Boy in Outback Safari portal. I don't have Outback Safari yet. There's literally nothing I can do about that until I get some more progressive levels. Unbox their organs from their bodies. Hey gang, welcome back to another Xenomorph unboxing video. Careful with the acid, ho ho, and then it just burns everything. Because that's what it canonically does. Right. Stop recording for the unboxing part of the VOD. Pow.